I reckon what who's wanting to know is what I'm doing in here. Reckon the reason I'm in here is 'cause I don't kill somebody. But I reckon what you's wanting to know is why for me to kill somebody. So I reckon I'll start up front and tell you. I lived up back my mother and father's place in a little old shed that my daddy built for me most of my life. And the shed didn't have no floor in there, so had me a hole dug in, lay down there, quilt or two. My daddy was a hard-working man most of his life. Not that I can say the same for myself. I mostly just kind of sit around there in the shed, kind of staring at the ground. My daddy worked for a man named Dixon up at the sawmill. Dixon was a very cruel man. Never treated his employees very well. Never paid them too much of a wage. Never paid my daddy too much of a wage. But I reckon we got by quite enough where I could have biscuits and mustard 3 or 4 times a week. They come up there. Usually my mother feed me quite regularly. Old man Dixon, well, he had a boy named Jesse Dixon. And Jesse was really more cruel than his father was. I used to go to school up there at the schoolhouse. Had to walk up there 30 miles in a blistering snowstorm without any shoes on. It was uphill both ways, I reckon. Jesse Dixon would always make fun of me. Tell me how pretty my mother was. Take advantage of the little girl up there, I reckon. So anyway, I reckon you want me to get on with it, tell you what happened, so I reckon I'll tell you. I was waiting out there in the shed, tinkering around with a lawnmower, waiting for my mama to come give me my Bible lesson. I heard a commotion up in the house, so I came out the shed, walked up there, screened in porch, see what the mess was all about. Seen my mother laying on the ground with all their clothes on. Jesse Dixon on top of her. He was having his way with her. One of just seen red. So I went to my daddy's lean-to, picked up an old Kaiser blade. Some folks call it Sling Blade, I call it a Kaiser blade. Sharp on one edge, dull on the other. Kinda shaped like a banana. What the highway boys used to chop down weed with and whatnot. So I hit Jesse Dixon upside the head with it, knocked him off my mother. Reckon it didn't quite satisfy me. So I hit him again with it in the neck with the sharp edge, flung their cutter's head off, killed him. My mother jumped up, said what to kill Jesse for, where to kill Jesse for. I reckon Mama quite liked what Jesse was doing to her. Then that made me madder than what Jesse made me. 'Cause I was fucking her first. I was taking the Kaiser blade. Some folks call it Sling Blade, I call it a Kaiser blade. I shoved it up my mama's ass. Cured her of her hemorrhoids. Killed her. I reckon that's about all I can say. Reckon I can tell you more details. You want to know them, I can tell them to you. Don't know if that's enough for your newspaper or not.